welcome to the Holiday and Cruise Clinic. I'm Jemma Gofton with another edition of the programme that aims to make your next cruise or holiday as problem-free and relaxing as possible. So if you have a holiday, cruise or travel-related question, here's how to get in touch. To leave a question on our viewer hotline, call 0871 423 4444. Calls cost 10p a minute from a BT landline and calls from other networks and mobiles may vary. Write on our Facebook wall or tweet us, just search Holiday and Cruise Channel. Send a message through our website www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk/clinic or write to us at the Holiday and Cruise Channel, Cavendish House, Brighton Road, Liverpool, L22 5NG. Now, what better way to start your holiday than a cruise ship sailing right out of the heart of Liverpool city centre? Not only can holiday makers enjoy the impressive views of the Liverpool waterfront as they start and end their cruise holiday, but for passengers in the north of England and further afield, it offers a more convenient option than travelling to one of the major ports down south. This year, a record number of cruise ships will start and end their cruise holiday in Liverpool, with even more visiting the city on day visits. And here to tell us more about what Liverpool has to offer for cruise passengers is Angie Redhead, the Liverpool Cruise Terminal manager. Such an exciting time at the moment. Yeah. So how many ships do you have calling in 2015 and how many passengers does that then equate to?
Well, in 2015 we've got 54 cruise ships, but the ships are just getting bigger. So we have 80,000 passengers calling in 2015 to Liverpool.
My mouth's agog there. Yes. It's such a quantum leap, isn't it? It's such a lot. And it's good to have everybody back. It really is. And what about 2016? Well, let's look ahead.
You say quantum leap. 2016 is bigger and busier again, with 64 ships already confirmed and over 90,000 passengers.
Whoa. So why such a big jump? Why do you think it's all happening now?
It takes time for the cruise industry to make decisions as to where they deploy the ships, and over the years we've built up fantastic working relationship with the cruise lines, but equally the passengers are having such a fantastic time when they come to Liverpool that the demand for more ships to call here is just increasing all of the time. And I think Liverpool is a vibrant, thriving city. We work hand in hand with our major events team that we can make sure our ships are here when our big events happen, or we can make our bigger events happen when our main ships are here as well. So it's just a win-win, really.
It's like a well-oiled machine, isn't it?
It is a well-oiled machine.
Absolutely. And what about more choice for departing cruises out of Liverpool? Is that now more widely open to us?
It is. Fred Olsen have been very loyal to Liverpool for many, many years, and the demand for a wider choice of itineraries has been provided by Fred Olsen for a long time. They've even got a transatlantic Canada crossing this year. But Cruise and Maritime Voyages have also increased the number of ships that they deploy to Liverpool. And the choice really is, fjords, Iceland, Morocco, Canary Islands, into the Baltic. So there really is a huge choice right throughout the year now as well. It used to just be a summer operation, but we operate cruises during the winter season as well.
And you can't quite believe that's from Liverpool, can you? It's like, wowzers.
Yeah, it's fabulous. It's fantastic.
What are the benefits of sailing from the UK?
From the UK, I think, especially with the Liverpool departure as well, that choice for people in the northwest or the M62 corridor is great. But the amount of destinations that you can get to from the UK by ship, there is no end really to the choice. And we've got transatlantic crossing this summer in 2015 from Liverpool as well on Queen Mary too.
Here's my major benefit of sailing from the UK. You can take as much luggage as you want and bring stuff back.
Yeah.
But you can't you? I can't tell you how stressed I get about weighing my bag and blah, 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 blah. It bores me. So it's great, isn't it? Get on, unpack, done, dusted, and you can bring as much as you want.
Yeah, and I think the convenience for passengers as well is for them, once they've packed their bag and they've put it in their car or the taxi, when they arrive at the cruise terminal, they don't even have to carry it themselves. Our porters on site will take care of the luggage, and the next time the guest sees it is outside of their cabin.
We've mentioned a few destinations, but let's name drop some more.
Yeah. Well, the Norwegian fjords is always popular, as are the Baltic cruises. Iceland is very popular, but particularly during the winter. People like to follow the sunshine. So Morocco and the Canary Islands is a great choice for people during the winter. But equally, the Christmas market cruises that sail from Liverpool in December are hugely popular, as you can imagine.
And where do you go to for the Christmas market?
To the German Christmas markets, yeah,
Ooh.
which is lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really gets you in the mood, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And what about this Disney cruise ship?
Well, that was big news. For a long time, we've wanted Disney to call to the UK, and I'm delighted to say we work very closely with other UK ports to encourage these high-profile ships to visit our waters. And so when Disney announced that they were calling to Liverpool, we were very excited. And already we've got great plans in place to make that visit extra special for not just the passengers on board, but also for the people of Liverpool who turn out in their thousands when our ships call to town.
Well, I was going to ask you that because I actually think I would like to see this particular cruise ship and come and take pictures. Is that what people do? They're not getting on, they're not going on the cruise, but they come and take some pictures.
They come and take pictures. People in Liverpool turn out in their thousands for our large ship calls. And, you know, no greater spectacle than when the Three Queens called to Liverpool in May 2015. But every time we have a large ship visit, we have lots of people there. We've had a call from Royal Princess where we had an opera singer singing Departure, and we had confetti cannons, and Royal Princess played the theme from The Love Boat on the ship's whistles. And there must have been probably 5,000 people to wave the ship off as she left the city. So it's a great atmosphere, and it enhances the guests' experience on board as well.
You've actually, Janet and Steve Williamson from Speak, some of our watchers and viewers, they've sent in a question. You've mentioned the Three Queens event that went on, but they wanted to know, they were there, they loved it, fabulous. Is there another special event planned?
Well, there is. We have a great history with Cunard, and we always create fabulous events when we work hand in hand with Cunard. And 2016 in July sees the 100th birthday of the Cunard building, which was their original head office. So Queen Elizabeth is visiting us, and we've got lots of special surprises lined up for that.
So there you go, Janet and Steve. Keep peeled. You might be exciting stuff there. OK, what about special enhancements for passengers calling into Liverpool?
Well, our cruise terminal is right in the heart of the city, and we want to make things as easy as we can, and they can walk everywhere really within 5 or 10 minutes. But we provide a shuttle bus that will take people to the Albert Dock, to Liverpool One, to Liverpool Cathedral, just to get them there more conveniently, and they can make the most of every minute that they have in the city. But we always add special enhancements. If it's an inaugural call, we'll put on lots of surprises, such as street theatre, animation, musicians, firework displays if they're here in the night time, and our Royal Town Crier greets every single ship that calls to Liverpool as well.
Is there one, you have one town crier?
We have one town crier, and he is an official royal town crier.
That's
so
very
the real thing, the real thing.
You mentioned inaugural, just to break that down for people who might not understand quite what it means.
An inaugural call is the first time that a ship calls to see us in Liverpool, and it's very special, and maritime tradition says that you have a ceremony called an exchange of plaques ceremony, where we present the city plaque to the captain, and the captain in return provides us with a plaque of the ship, and we always add extra little surprises and animation to that event, so it feels special to the guests on board as well.
And is that something people can come and watch as well if they want to see it?
Absolutely, and we will always encourage people to come and watch, because our passengers on board tell us when they see all of these friendly faces from Liverpool there to greet them and wave hello, that they just can't believe it. It feels lovely, and Liverpool is a very friendly city, and it just absolutely enhances their visit. So on our Facebook page, Cruise Liverpool Facebook page, we will always let people know when these special things are happening. We don't keep it a secret, and we absolutely welcome you to come along, and it's a real family affair.
And what do you do with the plaque that you get?
We have a special wall in the cruise terminal where every plaque that we've received from a captain on board is on that wall, so people can see the wall, they can see if they can spot any ships that they may have been on in the past themselves, and they can see who our previous ship visitors have been over the years.
So it's almost a sort of a history, isn't it? You can work down.
Yeah, it is. It is a history of every ship that's called to Liverpool, so it's lovely.
Right, we're going to have a quick break, but plenty more to chat about, so don't go anywhere. Now, if you're new to cruising, then this is our first time guide to cruise holidays. Now, it's well worth asking for because it's absolutely free of charge. Just give us a call, 0871 423 4444. Calls will cost 10p a minute from a BT landline, and other networks and mobiles may vary. You can also ask for a copy through our website, www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk. And whilst you're asking for this, we're going to take a quick break. See you shortly. Welcome back to the Holiday and Cruise Clinic. It is lovely to have you with us. Now, in today's programme, we're discussing cruising from Liverpool, and Angie Redhead is still with me. I mean, we've spoken about some exciting things, and Liverpool does have a reputation for delivering fantastic events. Yeah. Why do you think this is?
We have got, you're right, we have got a fantastic reputation for delivering huge events, and I think just every year, since 2008, really, when we were the European Capital of Culture and we delivered some spectacular events in that year, the expectation every year has just increased from our audience. What will you do next? What surprises have you got in store for us? So the benchmark is set higher and higher every year, and I think no higher than in May 2015 when the Three Queens called to visit here. But the events that we have are not just those flagship events. We have huge support from all of our cultural organisations in the city who do such quality, fabulous, lovely things every year that for us as a city, we work with them in partnership to make sure that we promote them and we encourage people to attend them. And then we put the flagship events around these as well. So people in the rest of the country and other cities are very jealous of what Liverpool delivers and achieves here every year.
And if we're talking about passengers, you know, might be having an overnighter or,
yes,
or coming to see one of the events and staying over, and they've never been before, they might be just thinking, well, there's the Cavern and, you know,
yes,
there's good shopping and there's the docks. What's the appeal of Liverpool? What's the real selling point for people?
Certainly the friendliness of the city. Without exception, every single guest tells us they're overwhelmed by the friendliness of the welcome, but equally they're always surprised by just how beautiful and dynamic and cosmopolitan Liverpool is. And I think in the last 10 years, the growth of Liverpool has just been phenomenal. I can't think of another city in the UK, really, that has invested so much in tourism to make the city a very visitor-friendly place to go, whether you're international or whether you're local. And so the appeal really is everything from all of our cultural offer, from the museums and the galleries to the events and just to the great pubs, restaurants and bars and shopping. Of course, Liverpool One is a fabulous place for shopping, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, I do. Well, I'm not a Liverpool girl,
yeah,
so but I, you know, I visit it often, and when I'm there, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get why people like it. The main thing for me is it's so accessible. It's easy to get around. I think that somewhere's really far away, and I walk it and I go, oh, it's only around the corner.
Yeah, everywhere. There is nowhere that is more than a 20-minute walk away, really, from the waterfront or from any point in the city. It really is just such an accessible place.
And I think you're right about the friendliness and the vibe that Liverpool has. There's certain, I couldn't put it into words, but there's something about it.
It's very hard to put into words, and I think, you know, it's only when you visit, as you say, you just get it then, you know.
Yeah. OK, let's go to a viewer question. This is Marie and Jeff from Crosby. Thank you very much for dropping us a line. Now, what about events taking place in Liverpool 2016? Is there anything you can share with us? Well, for Marie and Jeff, really. You don't have to share it with just us. Yeah.
Well, every year we will always have the River Festival, the International River Festival, and the Liverpool International Music Festival. So,
what's the River Festival? Let's break that down first.
The River Festival it's a favourite and has been for many years, but the Mayor of Liverpool absolutely was adamant that he wanted to grow this into an international annual festival that happens every year, and it will involve tall ships, it will involve elements of music and stage performance on the pierhead. But in 2015 we had the Liverpool Boat Show, the first time it had ever moved outside of the south of England, and this is really an area as well that we want to grow, and that will form part of the River Festival in the future.
Okay, and then there's the Liverpool International Music Festival as well, and I know that's always a really kind of spread out, so it's not just central, is it? It's not for people who just want to come into the centre, it goes around most of Liverpool, really.
Well, it does. The main focus is a beautiful park in Liverpool, Sefton Park, and that is really where the main stage is, and there's all kinds of pop-up performances in different parts of the city, utilising space in a really creative way, but Sefton Park is where all of the headline acts are, and the curator of the Liverpool International Music Festival is very well respected, and the reputation of that festival grows every year, which allows us to secure some very high-profile artists.
So go on, what are the highlights for this year then?
The highlights for this year, for those of a certain age, are the Basement Jacks.
I'll pretend I don't know who they are, but I'm quite excited. Basement Jacks,
Basement
just
Jacks.
Imagine how exciting. But it does grow from strength to strength. So how do you keep reinventing these festivals, and how do you make everything so fresh and vibrant every year?
Well, we have a core events team in Liverpool who are extremely experienced and have been there many years, but equally we bring in specialists and experts in certain fields that are well respected in their own field, and we bring them in as our advisors or as our curators to tell us what do we need to do to just add that little bit of extra sparkle to make it feel different, because we want to get bigger and better every year with all of our events.
And are these events, are they national? Do people come from all over the world?
They're national and they're international, and I think the other main thing is they're free. Liverpool delivers the largest free event programme than any other city in the UK, and that is all to encourage people to come into Liverpool to stay, not just for the day, but to stay for 2, 3, 4 days and enjoy everything else that we have to offer here as well outside of the event.
Interestingly, you perhaps won't know the answer to this, but I would love to know what the feedback is from sort of international people who come over and see Liverpool. I wonder what they think about it. Do we ever find out?
Yeah, we do. We do a lot of marketing during these events to find out who the visitor actually is. And they are international and national. And without exception, people are always surprised by Liverpool. It takes them by surprise. But equally, they love it. They fall in love with the place, and they then become repeat visitors, and that's why our events get more and more people every year, because we have repeat visitors who then tell their friends, you absolutely have to come to this event.
And what are the highlights for the summer cruise season?
In 2016, well, Disney is absolutely a highlight. Equally, the call of Queen Elizabeth to celebrate the 100th birthday of the Cunard building. But we have some beautiful high-end ships from the likes of Seven Seas Voyager, from Celebrity Cruises, from Royal Caribbean. And, you know, these are our loyal customers who are bringing different ships. We have Azamara calling, and they do an event called An As Amazing Evening, where all 600 guests enjoy something that is very exclusively Liverpool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So they all get off
and
head off somewhere in Liverpool.
Yeah, so we put together a very high quality, high-end event that captures the essence of what Liverpool is, to give them a real experience of the city that really is bespoke to them and not really available to other people. So,
and obviously you see these cruise ships come and go. It's what you do for a living. Do you still get really excited?
I love it. I just absolutely think I've got the best job in the world.
No, I've got that.
I love it, and the fact that we're able to be creative and not just deliver a ship operation, but we can add all of these enhancements and these special treats and surprises, and to see the joy that that brings to both the passenger and the spectators that have taken the time and effort to come down to the city to see this is a privileged position to be in.
Are you a cruiser yourself?
I wasn't for a long time, but I am going on a cruise. I'm going on Queen Elizabeth. I've been on Celebrity, and I've been on another Cunard ship, and I absolutely love it. And I've converted my husband as well.
and is the appeal of it, like you say, getting off at places like Liverpool that perhaps you've not been before and exploring, or is the appeal of it the being on board and being pampered?
It's absolutely the combination of both, and I think, you know, I'm well travelled, but to actually have the convenience of taking to a place and being able to go to a number of different places in quite a short space of time, combined with just how high quality the service on board is, it's really hard for any other type of holiday to compete with a cruise.
And are there any secrets for 2016 you can share with us?
There is so much happening in 2016, but I am sworn to secrecy. I'm sorry I can't give it away, but please do keep in touch through our Cruise Liverpool website, because all will be revealed there, but we've got some amazing things lined up in 2016.
Angie, in the business we call that a tease. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful chatting as always. Okay, now, just a quick reminder about this before we head off. It's our first time guide to cruise holidays and it's absolutely free of charge. Just give us a call, 0871 423 4444. Now, calls will cost 10p a minute from a BT landline, and other networks and mobiles may vary. Don't forget you can also ask for a copy through our website, www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk, where you can also get in touch with your questions for future programmes. Okay, that's all we've got time for on today's edition of the Holiday and Cruise Clinic. My huge thanks to Angie Redhead, and thanks to you for watching. See you next time.